Nyla. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. Today we are setting up a Mother's Day installation, and I already started sorting out the balloons with my sister. Unfortunately, I didn't get that on camera because I was slacking setting up the camera like we did with the last two installations. I also forgot to set up the camera. But anyway, so today we are setting up a Mother's Day balloon garland installation, and we just got done sorting through the different balloon colors that we have and picking out the colors that we're going to use. So right now we are blowing up the clusters and putting them all together, and then we're going to start assembling. So right now I'm about to take you over and show you the colors that we're using. So we are going to do an organic installation outside. We're setting up outside of the house. It's going to be directly at the entrance. We're going to have some really pretty flowers that we also stick in there, and yeah, just keep blowing up these clusters. I'm going to set you guys up so that you can see how we're blowing them up. We are doing an organic method, so we're doing some big sizes with some smaller sizes and just varying the sizes, and we're color blocking, so we're doing different groups of colors all together.
Mine didn't pop. Get away from me.
So right now we are blowing the balloons up outside, but we're putting them inside. So usually with balloons, it's harder for them to maintain their integrity for a longer period of time when they're outside. So if you're doing an outside installation, you typically want to keep them inside as long as possible. And we're also just keeping them single. Usually you would double stuff them. You don't have to double stuff all of them, but you should double stuff most of them, just in case some of them pop. But for all intents and purposes, for what we're doing right now, we're just using single balloons, and so we're blowing them up, putting them into clusters, and then throwing them inside so that we don't have them outside. But we wanted to be outside today because the weather is so nice and it's been kind of muggy, rainy. It hasn't been so nice lately with the weather, so that's what we're doing. Also, I'm going to link all of the colors that I used below. We did eliminate some of the colors because we had just sorted out all the colors and we got a little confused with the colors we were actually using. So we did take away some of the colors, but I have a link to all of the colors that we used. We did use some professional quality like Tex and Tex. I can never pronounce that right. And then some of the balloons are actually from Amazon. So some Amazon balloons are okay to use. Some of them are not so great. You just kind of have to play around with it, read the reviews, test some out on your own. But if you're going with a company like Tex, they usually have a really much higher grade quality. he saw a gender reveal and he was like, can we do that? If I only had a brain. So another point with outside balloons, no matter what size you're doing them in, you typically want to inflate them for most of the way that they'll inflate, and then you want to deflate them down, because this gives the balloon, it's rubber, so it gives it a chance, like in the sun or hot weather, to expand and contract, so there's less of a chance of it popping. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're deciding which colors we're going to put in what order. So we have a bunch of clusters that we just blew up down here, and we're going to start putting them together by tying the necks together. So unfortunately my camera battery died, and and I didn't get to film as we were shaping the garland. We're still working on shaping it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. So right now we are working on tapering off this end over here, but basically what we're doing is we're taking some of these smaller clusters and we're gonna make it, that's okay. So we're gonna make it go smaller as it comes up along this edge and just keep adding clusters onto it. Okay, it's getting super dark. It looks like the camera is completely blue. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. We're just going to keep trying to randomly place the flowers. Sakina thinks that they're kind of random assortment of flowers, which they kind of are. So we're going to try to come up with some type of theme for the flowers to make a little bit more sense when we put them in the garland.